Welcome to Prime Brief. We'll start with Elias this week. Elias, how was your week?
Week was very eventful, and I would think that for everybody in the country here was we besides all the coaching and all the training that we went through, we also had a presidential election here in the United States with lots of emotions and lots of thoughts and conversations about this. But what I would really like to highlight here today was something that happened in one of our practicums at Prime Coaching Academy, and I think it's a beautiful demonstration of skill. We had a student coaching another student. This is, how the way we practice a lot during the program. And the student that was the client in this particular session brought to the conversation as the topic of the coaching session, something that was very practical, the structure of a particular program that she was creating for her company and all of the different details that needed to be addressed in order for this program to be effective. And this is a client that is very much detailed oriented, has been very successful in this process, but this person is also a coaching student and is aware of coaching process. What was beautiful was that how the coach handled that particular relationship and that particular conversation, being mindful, continue to be mindful about the what, the story, the process, the project, the structure, but never forgetting the person behind that structure. And it was right there in paying attention and raising some questions that were all about the motivation, the intrinsic forces that were influencing the client into that project, that the magic really happened. And I thought that was such a beautiful moment in this particular class to demonstrate to the students. They were able to see it, how this distinction between the story and the person, the who and the what, and how they interrelate in a coaching conversation. It's not that we forget the what, that we are only thinking of the who of the person, but it is the two of them in conjunction to support the client into really broadening their awareness and insight towards that. So that was such a beautiful moment. And I think it's a good reminder for all of us of the balancing act that we as coaches need to have when we are in conversation with our clients. So I wanted to highlight that. What about you?
Well, like you, I've been doing some of our level 2 advanced labs, which are practicums. And one of the things back in the early days when we first created the core competencies, one of the things we said after the fact is, wow, we wish we would have made presence an overarching competency over all the other competencies. Because once you hit that level of presence, the rest just fall into place. Well, this week in our practicums, in the level 2 program, I saw that in action. And I saw a couple of our students, that was their focus on the coaching session, was just to be completely present. And sure enough, everything fell into place. And some of the things they had been struggling with structurally fell away, but were executed perfectly, just with the focus of presence and them getting to that level of presence where that magic happens for the coach. So it's kind of like riding a bicycle and you forget all the mechanisms on the bicycle and you're just flying free, right? And so I saw that happen this week and with our students, and it was just wonderful to witness.
You can't build a house without a foundation, right? And presence is definitely a foundation for coaching. So thank you, Amy.
So thanks for joining us this week on Prime Brief. And next week, we'll have a couple more nuggets for you. Have a great week, everyone.